If you're a parent, you should watch this video to the end because what I'm about to say will shock you. Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be talking about how a 4-year-old girl lost her left eye in school. This little girl you are seeing on your screen was taken to school by her mom, and when she got there, she had already gotten everything she needed, the snacks and food that they need for that day, and she handed everything over to the headmistress and the teachers that she met on duty that day. So when the woman left the school, she left her child in school because the daughters, they're actually twins. So when she left them in school, she went back home to continue with what she was doing. Then few hours later, her husband got a call from the school with the news that the daughter has been injured on the eye. And the father, knowing how the children are, knowing their character, said they can't be the one injured because they do not play with other people, they only play with themselves. So the man paid no attention to that and told them to verify before contacting him again. Then, after some time, they called back and told them that, okay, this is actually your child. So the man, being a trader, was actually in a shop with his customer, and only for the customer to listen to the conversation and told the man that if he can't go, he can actually send his wife. On the other hand, the wife was actually preparing to surprise her daughters when they get back from school, only for her to get a call that her daughter has been injured. So, with the intensity of the situation, they both agreed that okay, the wife should go to the school. And when she rushed to the school, she heard a different story. They told her the daughter was injured on the eye and that she is currently being treated at the hospital, only for her to go to the hospital and she couldn't believe what she saw because the eyes was completely covered. So the headmistress and the other teachers were trying to try to calm her down, telling her that nothing is wrong with the eye, that it will recover again. The mother, knowing how was the situation is, and knowing that was not how she took her child to school, was in pain, was shocked at the same time, and was also in tears. So people were trying to calm her down at the hospital, and she had to ask questions that what happened, and that was how they told her that it was a fellow student, a classmate, that used a pen to stab her in the eyes. And the story wasn't adding up, but at the same time they had to find the fastest solution so it doesn't go all bad. So after that hospital, after they left that hospital, because they had a recommendation from someone to go to another hospital. So when they asked, someone had already told them that the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital would actually respond to them faster, and that was how they got an Uber to take them straight to that hospital. So the moment they arrived, the doctors examined the girl's eyes, and after checking the eyes, the doctor looked at her and shook his head and said, sorry, this girl will not be able to see with these eyes again. The mother was shocked and she had to ask what he meant by that. So the doctor explained that the part of the eye that transmits light to the brain had already been damaged beyond repair. That is why the eye is very delicate. So things like that, when they are tampered with, they are nerves that they will not function properly. Upon hearing this, she screamed and also caught the attention of the woman whose child was responsible for this injury on her child, and she also called the attention of the teachers as well, so they know how severe the issue is. So the doctor had to re-explain to them again that this issue is very complicated. However, they can operate the injured eye to prevent complications, ensuring that the right eyes wouldn't be affected since the injury was on her left eye. Not as if they had a lot of options left, but someone else directed them to the military hospital in Yaba. So they had to take Uber again to that military hospital in Yaba. And when they arrived, the doctor examined the eye again and told her that they cannot handle that situation because the damage was too serious. So they had no choice but to leave the hospital because all the doctors had already left. So her husband called someone who usually sold medicine to him and sent some contacts that okay, they can talk to a few doctors and they can get referrals from there. So this time around, another doctor came and he said, unfortunately, they cannot turn back the hands of time, but they can try to work something out because of the link that transmits light to the eye has already gone bad. So they needed to operate immediately. However, the doctor explained the risk involved and it was 50-50 because that was the chances they had. So, given a situation like that, they would have to sign a consent form, and a consent form means that this person, the families of so so and so, has agreed that okay, whatever happens, they will bear full responsibility and the hospital will not be dragged for anything that happens to that patient. So when they sign that form, that is what happens. Well, they actually did the surgery, and after that time, after the surgery, everything changed, and some of the teachers visited them from time to time, and then the woman whose child was accused also visited them for some time. But then the woman advised her to go to the school to get evidence so that they can be sure of what actually happened. But the woman of the affected child had already requested for evidence, and there was no evidence. Like this, the school was actually not willing to release evidence of the issue to them because, according to the woman whose son was accused of doing that, she said her son was not raised like that and he didn't admit to doing it. So since the school is not even saying anything about it, that means they are actually involved. Because as time went by, the story kept on changing. And at first, they said they were fighting and the boy stabbed her in her eyes. Secondly, they said the boy was trying to stretch his hand, and that was how he mistakenly used the pen to hit her on her eyes. So it's like the school was actually hiding something. The woman said her daughter even told her that it wasn't the boy who was accused that actually did that to her. She said the teacher was beating and abusing her with pen, and in that process, the pen pierced her eye, but nobody is talking about it. So, if there is a way people can make this post go viral and also tag officials to actually take control of this situation or help out to call out the school and take proper actions, because these people have actually spent almost everything they have. Please help the family and help this little girl. The little you can do for them is to share this post so it gets to the right people, and so action is taken against the school and everyone who's responsible for this. So that's why parents are actually have to pay attention to their children, the school they go to. When your child comes back from school, you need to ask them if anything went wrong in school, because some children do not actually speak out. They don't say what happened to them in school, like this situation now. If not that, okay, the child's eye was affected, the mother wouldn't have known that that's how they were being treated in school. So now it is not something they can fix. So parents, they actually have to pay attention to their children and the school. It's not just to put them in school. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also follow our Facebook page for more of these updates. Thank you. See you on the next one.